A true Renaissance man who has allowed us the opportunity to come together today to talk about why engineers can and should be good communicators. Dean Lester has been a tireless champion for improving and expanding the communication skills of our college, and this event is one of many that he hosts to do so. I also want to thank Robin Moorfield. Robin, who is his indispensable colleague, who has helped so much with today's event. She's new to our college, but her kindness and patience are already legendary. She's just an amazing, amazing person. I want to thank the director of the new eStudio behind us, Dr. Janet Eldrick, who is also a Renaissance woman, and who in her class, the Engineering 201 class, which is taught fall and spring as a writing requirement in the college, and in the studio itself, which we opened to the college as a whole, has found new and more effective ways to bring communication to the College of Engineering. I also want to thank our eStudio staff who are sort of flitting about, Amber with the camera, Katie behind her, and others elsewhere who I Claire right there at that camera, other people who I can't quite see, but I want to thank them. We have staff from engineering, humanities, marketing, communication, and art. They are a true dream team, and they help us day to day to bring better and stronger skills to the College of Engineering. I'd also like to thank some of the really amazing engineering students and their organizations. They work very, very hard to publicize, organize, and promote this event, and this amazing turnout you see today, which I understand we need to be very quiet about because the fire marshal should not hear us, is actually largely due to their amazing, amazing efforts. So, Ricky Mason, the president of NSBE, if you could stand. Talbot High President Kirsten Graves. Her colleague, Andrea Ramsey. I'm going to thank her anyway. Phi Sigma Rho President Cassie Cox. And Engineering Student Council President Catherine Freeman. And I'd like to extend a special thanks also to Dr. Bruce Walcott, who leads these students by example and through effortless. And one of the best jobs in the world. Works with these fabulous, fabulous people. I want to welcome you today to celebrate the role of good communication in engineering. As you all know, eDay is the main recruiting event for the College of Engineering each year. And as has become the tradition, this is our 5th year, this event is always kicked off by a reading or lecture by a leading figure in engineering whose career is exemplified by excellence in communication. The reason for this event is really quite simple. All good ideas eventually need to be communicated. And whether that's on national TV, on The Apprentice, trying to get hired by the Donald, as Dr. Pinkett has done, or in the PowerPoint presentations that are almost the lifeblood of the College of Engineering, the ability to present your ideas in a clear and effective way is an essential skill in every field of engineering. This is a skill the College of Engineering is committed to developing in its students and faculty. There is glass and iron evidence right behind you in our beautiful digital studio, the eStudio, which has just opened. And we are very proud of the work we're doing there. We are a space where students can practice and perfect written, oral, visual, and digital communication. But our main event today is a very special treat. We are honored to welcome the Chairman and CEO, BCT partner, and the author of Black Faces and White Spaces, No Money Down CEO, and Campus CEO, Dr. Randal Pinkett. I have the pleasure of telling you a little bit about Dr. Pinkett. Dr. Randal Pinkett has established himself as an entrepreneur, speaker, author, and scholar, and is a leading voice in his generation in business and technology. He is the founder, chairman, and CEO of his 5th venture, BCT Partners, a multi-million-dollar consulting firm headquartered in Newark, New Jersey, that provides organizational development and capacity building services to both public and nonprofit sector organizations. He is also a partner in the Chicago-based joint venture, Blackwell BCT Consulting Services, which specializes in management consulting and information technology solutions for the federal government and many Fortune 500 companies. Dr. Pinkett has received numerous awards for business and technology excellence, including the Information Technology Senior Management Forum's Beacon Award, the National Society of Black Engineers Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and the National Urban League's Business Excellence Award. He has been featured on nationally televised programs such as The Today Show, Live with Regis and Kelly, which we have to ask about, Nightline, and Larry King Live. In 2009, he was named to New Jersey Governor George Corzine's official shortlist as a potential running mate for Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey. Dr. Pinkett is the author of Campus CEO, The Student Entrepreneur's Guide to Launching a Multi-Million-Dollar Business, No Money Down CEO, How to Start Your Dream Business with Little or No Cash, and co-author of Black Faces in White Spaces, 10 Game-Changing Strategies to Achieve Success and Find Greatness. We have copies of both of those books available for sale after the reading back in the eStudio. He holds 5 degrees, including a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering from Rutgers, where he competed as a high jumper, long jumper, and captain of the men's track and field team. An MS in Computer Science from the University of Oxford in England, and an MS in Electrical Engineering, MBA, and PhD from MIT. Yeah, I know that's Most notably, he was the first and only African American to receive the prestigious Rhodes Scholarship at Rutgers University, and, as we all know, was the winner of NBC's hit reality show, The Apprentice with Donald Trump. Born in Philadelphia and raised in New Jersey, Dr. Pinkett is a proud member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, Incorporated, and attends First Baptist Church in Somerset, New Jersey, where he resides. He is happily married to his wife, Zahara, and they are both proud parents of their daughter, Amira. Dr. Pinkett firmly believes that for those to whom much is given, much is expected. So throughout his endeavors, he places great emphasis on his desire to give back to his community. And this is why we are the lucky recipients of Dr. Pinkett today. He's very generously come. So please join me in welcoming our 2012 eDay speaker, Dr. Randal Pinkett.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Excuse me, let's try that one more time. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Fantastic. Well, it's great to be here at the University of Kentucky. And I want to thank all of the organizations that were mentioned a moment ago for their involvement in marketing this event, in getting this room filled with all these lovely faces that I see from the campus and local community. And in particular, I'd like to recognize certainly Ricky Mason from the National Society of Black Engineers as a former NASB member. It's an honor to be working with the organization that I so love and have so benefited from, as well as to Emily Dotson, who I know has worked tirelessly behind the scene and around the scene and in front of the scene. Where did Emily go? Please give both Ricky and Emily and the student leaders all of them. Last but not least, to your Dean, Thomas Lester, for School of Engineering. I want to thank him and his staff and the campus community for this opportunity to be a part of Engineering Day, which has a rich legacy, a rich history, and I believe, I hope I will make a contribution to on this occasion. So there's a lot I want to talk about, but let me just begin by saying in particular to the fellow engineers, by a show of hands, how many of you here are studying engineering or math or science or technology? By a show of hands, okay. Well, as a former engineering student, and someone who's been in the trenches as an engineering student, I can say to all of you that I feel your pain. That if you're studying engineering, your game is tight. You work day and night. You can seldom be wrong, you must always be right, which makes you like a bright ray of light, or perhaps a rising star that is about to take flight. In fact, some might say that you're simply out of sight because you've proven over and over and over again that you can overcome any plight. To obstacles and barriers and problem sets and tests and exams, you break through with tremendous might. To achievement in engineering, you bring grace without spite. At the end of a semester, to sore eyes, you are a very welcome sight. And through all of the trials and tribulations of being an engineering student, somehow you just keep rising and rising and rising like the wind beneath a kite. So I'm going to use an old school reference from an old school show called Good Times and say what JJ said, which is, you are dynamite. Some of you might be old enough to know. You didn't know The Apprentice could rap, did you? Okay. So here's what I want to talk about to kick off this engineering day. The theme for my remarks is the following: the economy, technology, and diversity. My subtitle: the 3 essential mindsets to compete in the 21st century. I'll say that again. The economy, technology, and diversity. Subtitle: the 3 essential mindsets to compete in the 21st century. Now, before I talk to the 3 mindsets, let me talk to 3 trends, which perhaps not surprisingly are the following: the economy, technology, and diversity. The first trend is one that this audience is no stranger to. We can all appreciate that we are living in economically challenging times. The job market has become significantly tighter, no matter what you call it: layoffs, workforce reductions, restructuring, reorganization, downsizing, or my favorite, right-sizing. The marketplace is not as plentiful today as it was just a few years ago. We've witnessed the downfall of several multinational, long-standing corporations we never dreamed would have fallen to the wayside. It started with Enron, then to Lehman Brothers, then AIG, then Circuit City filed bankruptcy, General Motors filed bankruptcy, even my former employer, Trump Entertainment Resorts, even they filed bankruptcy.